I listed my first Airbnb property in June of this summer, and I made $3,000 within the first 3 days. So from there, I was like, yes, this is definitely worth it. How to start your Airbnb business and how I use the multi-billion-dollar platform to market my skincare brand. Let's start off by getting to know me. I am Pure Diamond, a veteran licensed esthetician, license number 011406, a short-term rental host, newly investor, and a certified notary. I just want to leave a disclaimer. I am not a representative for Airbnb. I'm just here to tell you guys how I started my journey. So I've been getting so many people asking me how I started my Airbnb business, and I pretty much just didn't want to repeat myself in every message. So I went ahead and put a video together with 3 steps on what you need to get started with your Airbnb. Okay, let me give you guys a little bit of my backstory. So I've been researching the Airbnb platform since the beginning of 2022, and I created my first listing in June of this year, and I made $3,000 within the first 3 days. So from there, I was like, yes, this is definitely worth it. This is definitely something I need to be invested in. So the first thing you guys are going to do is make a host account on Airbnb. And that's super duper easy. Once you go to Google, you will type in become an Airbnb host. From there, it will show you step by step on how to fill out the application, and it will verify you before you get started. And that's exactly how you need to go about setting up your Airbnb account. The reason why I say to make an Airbnb host account, and that is so vital, because you want to pretty much picture yourself already starting the business. Number 2, I would say this is the most important tip that will have your Airbnb set up for success, is the location. The location is key. You definitely have to make sure you're around places that have tourism, grocery stores. For instance, mine is 5 minutes away from the mall. You need to make sure your listing is close to airports, movie theater, theme parks, lounges, clubs, attractions. Well, I've had guests reached out to me about how close is certain landmarks away from my unit, and you can let them know that, hey, you know, the XYZ is this close away from the property, and that helps them get an idea to pinpoint where your unit can possibly be. And to make it more convenient for them, 9 times out of 10, everything that the guest has mentioned to me has been no more than 10-15 minutes away. So that's a perk. And you know, since you are competing in the Airbnb arbitrage, you definitely want to make sure your listing is better than others by just being around certain things. You want to make sure it's in a well-populated area that's just convenient for them to pretty much get around the city on a bunch of businesses to have your guests feel more like at home. Either way, your location has to be the most important thing you think about when starting your Airbnb business. So the last step you want to focus on, number 3, is your budget. Now, I don't want to say how much you should spend on your Airbnb business. I want you to answer that question. If you are comfortable with spending $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, whatever number is comfortable to you, then you focus your unit on that price. And you have to make sure that comes with first, last, and security. If you're renting, if you're doing home ownership, you don't have to worry about that. You need to focus on your furnishing, how much you want to spend on furniture, whether that be you're shopping from thrift stores or whether that be you're shopping from luxury stores. If you want to have a great theme going on in your unit, you definitely just want to make sure you pocket some money on the side to be able to afford people to install certain things in your unit. If you don't have or even consider a professional photographer, I would say get one, because now that brings your Airbnb listing more of an attraction and more of a professional look to it versus other properties who only take pictures with their phone. For my unit, I provided luxury furniture. I definitely went ahead and got some interior decorators to help me furnish the entire unit. and they did an amazing job. Like, the aesthetics is just everything I want my clients to feel when they're walking into a pure diamond unit. And I think I'm going to set up all my units that way for it to be a spa feel, like luxurious, setup. So once you've completed all 3 steps that I mentioned to you guys, I will be going over in the next video on the listing process, a professional photographer, and how to grow on the platform and scale and become a top earner. So that concludes the ending of this video. If you guys have any questions or concerns, please feel free to drop them down in the comment section below. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to my videos. See you guys.